For the level 1 upper body sequence, it's important to prep our body by properly stretching our wrists. Bring your wrist back towards your body with your opposite hand, and then place it on your thigh and get a stretch in that wrist by pressing down on your thigh. Once you're able to get the palm of your hand flat on your thigh in this wrist stretch, you should have adequate mobility for all of the upper body drills we will be doing in the warrior warm-up sequence. So, place your hands flat on the ground, bend your elbows, and bring your knees up onto your elbows. This first move is called the frog stand. It will build great strength in your wrists and will prepare you for all of the hand balancing exercises we will be doing in the future. From a side view, place your hands on the ground, spread your fingertips wide, and as you lean forward, bring your knees to your elbows and try to find a balancing point. If you're unable to balance in this position, you can always do it facing a wall or a good couch cushion so that you can use your head to stop the fall. Take your time with this exercise and master it. It is very important. Next is the headstand. Placing your hands in front of your shoulders and your head on the ground with your back against a wall, kick up to the wall using your one leg and hold that headstand position. It's important to use something underneath your head for padding at first as you build more toughness in the bones and muscles around your skull. Hold this position as you deep breathe in your belly for 10, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or even longer. The more you build strength in this position, the more it will help you in level 2, 3, 4, and 5. For level 2, bring your hands in front of you and your head to the ground. We're going to attempt to hold a full headstand position. Before we do, I wanted to show you how to roll out of a headstand position, just like I did there. Tuck your spine and roll out of it the same way you would as in any of the roll-in sequences on the roll-in video. To kick up to a full handstand, don't kick too hard. Come up with your feet and put pressure on your hands. Try to hold this position with a straight body, breathing into the belly, breathing out, nice and relaxed, and trying to always think about pushing your feet towards the sky. Even though we're in a headstand, I want you to think the longest spine and the longest distance from your heels to your head as possible. Come down by bringing one leg down at a time and pressing yourself back up into a standing position. The next exercise we're going to do to warm up our upper body is the handstand. To do the handstand, place your hands on the ground and just like kicking up into a headstand against the wall, kick up into a full handstand. The most important thing you can do is remember to keep your elbows locked before kicking up to that handstand. If you keep your elbows locked, you will be nice and safe. As you progress through this, bring your fingers closer to the wall and try to keep your body as straight as possible while you hold the handstand anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds or longer. The first exercise for level 3 is the freestanding handstand. I'm not going to lie, it takes a lot of practice to master the freestanding handstand. To do so, kick up and find your perfect position. You should never try to hold a handstand that you have to walk around on. Practice it frequently, practice it against a wall, and practice it often until you can hold it for a minimum of 10 seconds freestanding. The next is our yoga head bridge. Bring our hands behind our head and our elbows in front of us. Kick up slowly into the yoga headstand. Pressing your legs out towards the sky and keeping your spine nice and long, you will find that this variation of the headstand is extremely challenging to hold because your balance points have gotten much closer together. Holding this position will help strengthen your core muscles and will help strengthen your balance for being able to perform a longer handstand. The last exercise we need to do for this level is to start improving our shoulder strength. We're going to work on the handstand push-up. Take a stack of phone books, 3 or more, to start with. Kick up against a wall in the handstand position. Bring your head down to the phone books and back up. Now, I'm showing you 1 rep here to make sure that you understand what it's like. You take one off at a time and you do another rep. The closer your head gets to the ground, the more challenging this is going to be. The real key, though, is start easy, doing sets of 5 to 10 reps, and work your way down in range of motion a little bit each day until you're able to do 5 to 10 reps nice and easy. This will prepare your strength for level 4. For the level 4, place your hands on the ground in the frog stand position. Lean forward on your wrist, keeping your shoulders tight, and kick your legs up into a full handstand position. Hold as long as you can, and then bend your knees, bringing your knees back down to your arms and your feet to the ground in a slow and controlled manner. From there, place your head on the ground in the tripod position, and instead of kicking up, slowly lift your legs to the outside and into the center position, performing the straddle press to headstand. Hold this position as long as possible, breathing into your belly and holding that freestanding handstand position. Staying nice and tall through the heels and trying to stay as balanced as possible. Take as much weight off of your fingertips as you can and shift it to your head. Balance slowly and then bring your legs back down to the ground in a controlled manner. From there, place your elbows flat on the ground and your wrists pressing to the ground and try to kick up into what's called a forearm stand. As with all of the other hand balancing exercises, this is a very challenging drill to kick up to at first. Find your balance, have a little bit more arch in your spine, and hold for a minimum of 10 seconds before moving on to the next level. For the final level 5 sequence, spread your legs and place your hands on the ground. Lean your body weight forward onto your fingertips and try to slowly lift your legs off the ground and together into a handstand position. The bent arm straddle press to handstand takes great strength and will take a while to master. Be sure to master the frog press to handstand and your handstand holds before mastering this exercise. Return to the ground in a slow and controlled manner. Next, we combine the yoga headstand with the straddle press headstand. So slowly lift your legs off the ground. This will take tremendous balance and core strength, bringing them up and together into a nice tall headstand position. Hold this position long through the spine, breathing slowly and trying to relax, but trying to find perfect balance in the center. Once you hold this position for an adequate amount of time, take your hands off of your head, place your wrists onto the ground, shift your weight towards your hands, curl your heels towards your head, and come in to a forearm stand position. Hold this position for as long as you can, and then move into the bridging sequence by falling into a bridge.